Okay, so I don't really know how to start this video. I mean, first things first, it's uploaded on April Fool's. I'm not joking. I'm being 100% serious. I, a 30-year-old man, have accidentally gotten into Thomas the Tank Engine. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of older Thomas fans. I'm not trying to hate on you guys. To be honest, I never thought this would happen to me. I've heard of Thomas, like I vaguely understood what it is, but it kind of existed in that realm of like Dora the Explorer, like what a lot of people would call kiddie or baby shows. Not really something, you know, I was interested in. I like Transformers, I like war toys and G.I. Joe and all that crap. But like a week ago, my girlfriend just started singing this song. Something like that. I don't know. It's a bunch of names. And I'm like, what is that? What are you singing, man? And she's like, oh, it's Thomas. I told you I like Thomas. I was like, you told me you like Thomas? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I threw it on. And now, this isn't crazy for me. I've watched a couple of kid shows from my childhood, like Teletubbies, which, by the way, Teletubbies is not a good show. Really, really bottom of the barrel stuff from Teletubbies. But I was like, okay, let me check it out. You know, I am interested in like these older shows. Like my girlfriend grew up watching the show called El Chapo en Colorado, which I thought was cool. So I feel like these older kid shows do have like some value for sure. So I just looked up Thomas episodes or something like that, and I clicked on a compilation on the official channel. Now, something I really don't think I knew was that the original Thomas show, which by the way started in 1984, the same year Transformers started, I really like that factoid. The Thomas show actually uses these little model trains, and it's shot, it's not like stop motion, but it's in real life photography of toys. It's actually really, really interesting to watch. I'm not sure if I knew that. I never thought about it, that's for sure. Let me tell you what I knew about Thomas the Tank Engine. I knew he's a blue, what I thought was a train, but I've learned is a tank engine. I know he has a face. I was pretty sure he could talk. And the only other things I really knew about it was that, you know, the like trend a few years ago that was like all about horror Thomas, like making him a horror monster. Like I've seen some disgusting artwork of Thomas the Tank Engine. And then that video game from a few years ago called Choo Choo Charles, which was like a riff on Thomas the Tank Engine, but it's an evil train that chases you or something. That is about it as far as my knowledge base went on Thomas the Tank Engine. So I gotta say, I was pretty surprised when we started watching it, and it had like this totally sleepy time vibe. There's this narrator just telling you everything that's happening. There's no real like voice acting besides the narrator, but the narrator, who was George Carlin for some versions, I'll get into it, but George Carlin is some versions of the narrators. Also, I don't know who this video's for. I don't know who this video's for, man. I think this video is for people that like my channel and follow my channel and have never heard of Thomas the Tank Engine or been into it at all, and just want to hear about like my journey into it. Also could be for like veteran Thomas fans that like really like the series and want to hear someone new getting into it. I'm making this video because last year when I got into Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and all that tokusatsu stuff, I made a video about Kamen Rider Ga, which I was happy with, but I feel like I didn't document my process of becoming a fan well enough. Like, I feel like that was something I could have really talked about, like what my first impressions are and stuff like that. So I feel like that was a missed opportunity, and I can feel the hyperfixation for Thomas stuff so strongly. I've been watching hella YouTube videos. You really know I'm into something when I'm like binging YouTube videos about them, just like sponge absorbing information. Also, by the way, what's good, internet? Jake here, dumb as ever. If you've not subscribed, maybe drop a subscribe. It ain't extra, but this is totally left field sort of video that is getting posted on April Fool's because I thought it'd be funny. I just thought it'd be funny to drop this lore. I completely forgot my train of thought earlier, so I don't know what I was talking about. But so far, I'll say I've watched I'm watching these playlists with like a bunch of uploaded episodes, which I am finding out I don't think is really the way. Like, I'm getting a good selection of episodes, but what's interesting about the show is that it's actually pretty serialized. Like, the events of an episode episode lead into the next episode, lead into the next episode in a disjointed way, but they still do. And characters get introduced and stuff like that. And you don't need the introductions, but I am enjoying learning about these new characters when I can. I've been watching playlists that say they have all the episodes, but I think a bunch of the episodes are like unlisted or blocked because they have copyright content. So I think the strat is to just like look up a list of episodes and go down and search them individually, because I get the feeling most, if not all, episodes are online on YouTube, but they're just scattered, uploaded by officially and unofficially. Oh, but there's two narrators, or there's a few narrators, I don't know, there's a lot. But so far I know Ringo Starr, the Beatle, voiced the narrator in the UK version, and then for the US version they had Ringo Starr, but they like made him change it to US isms sometimes for some of the episodes. But then they later had George Carlin, and George Carlin I know is a famous comedian. I've never seen him. When people talk about their favorite comedians, they always say George Carlin. That's all I know about him. But his narration style is so like peaceful and nice to listen to. Ringo Starr's fine, but for me, I guess maybe because I'm an American and I like hearing the American voice, I don't know, but I just really like his narration. I like all the voices he does for each character. They all, like, most of them sound very, different enough from each other. They're distinct, I guess I should say. So that's like my bedtime routine has become like I eat dinner, me and my girlfriend watch some random YouTube videos in bed, and then we switch on Thomas until we get sleepy. It's been so chill, bro. It has been extremely chill. But yeah, what really grabbed me about the show is just how it looks, man. Like, it's not only the fact that they're using model trains or some sort of train thing. I don't know if they're real model trains or if they're like custom made sort of things. I assume probably like custom made, but it's just like the cinematography of it all. There's like lots of really cool low angles, and there's great like wide shots of the train going across, and it's just one of those things where you're looking at it and you just think like, how did that get made, man? Like how did that work? And I have watched some behind the scenes stuff. There was like this little documentary thing I watched where they were filming season 2, I think, and just getting to see the sets and all the trains, it's really cool, man. Like, it's really cool. I love the concept of it. Like, I love what it is for being how it was made, almost more than I like what it is, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I just love that it's all stop motion and all the work that went into making that. Like, I like the movie. I love the movie, don't get me wrong, but the process of them making that is just so fascinating. It's something that's like, even as a kid, like, that was the stuff that really got me interested, was like the stop motion animation aspect. Because it's like toys. It's kind of like toys. It's clay animation, obviously, but, in a lot of ways, the Jack Skellington they used is like an articulated action figure. And in a lot of ways, the Thomas models they use are like model trains. I will say I'm not like a model train head. I'm not really even into trains, I'll be honest. Like, my interest is a bit peaked from watching Thomas, but I've often found myself thinking like, I don't know if I'm really interested in the real life trainishness of it. I like that they operate like real life trains, like they can't like jump off the rails and get goofy or whatever. I like that. I like the grounded realness of the fantasy of it, if that makes any sense. But I just don't know if I really care about like the train history, which seems to be like a prevalent thing in the fandom. Like, if you're a Thomas fan, you're most likely also interested in real life trains, which I just for sure can say I have never been into. I've always threatened my girlfriend. I'm like, when I get older, I'm gonna get into trains. I'm just warning you. It's the natural life path for someone like me. And I think it might be. I mean, I'm not super interested in them now, but never say never, man. I wasn't interested in Thomas a week ago or whatever. Like, I had no thoughts about it whatsoever. And now I'm like learning about the new 2026 reboot. I've learned about All Engines Go to an extent. So for my Transformers fans, imagine that Transformers G1 went on for like 30 years. 35 years straight. Like, they just kept doing it. Some things changed. It went from, you know, cell animation to to like flash animation at some point, but or CGI at some point, but it went on, same characters, same storylines, you know, sort of thing for like 35 years or something like that. Now imagine that series ended and they replaced it with Transformers bots. That's what All Engines Go is approximately relating to Transformers. That's the best way I can explain it. Basically, All Engines Go is like this cartoony show that replaced the main show, and it's way more silly and Looney Tunes-esque. In contradiction with the original series, the trains can hop off the rails and run around and stuff like that. This show might be the Thomas fandom's like 9/11. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm sorry. They literally talk about it like something terrible has happened. The show has ended now, as far as I can tell. Like, I think it's completely over. And there's a new 2026 show that looks very similar to the CGI or older show. You know, Thomas looks more realistic now. They've added like color to their eyes, which the fandom seems not happy about. I don't know. Looks fine to me. I've heard people say they look more creepy now, and I'm sorry guys, I think they were creepy before. I've grown used to the weird like gray faces, but you know, I can see why someone would think they're creepy. That's understandable in my opinion. But yeah, those models look interesting. I will say I feel like I am a Thomas G1er already. I feel like that might be my life path because I really dig the use of models and stuff. Like that's mainly what's drawing me in. I really like the characters as well, and we'll talk about the characters in a second. I got a little game or a little tier list to do for the characters that I know of. I really love the model aspect of it, and the cinematography, like I talked about. Like, the show is like wonderful. I don't know, it just brings joy. It sparks joy to me to watch these model trains move around. The little faces change. The expressions they have are hilarious, by the way. I really like a lot of the expressions. I love Sir Topham Hatt's fat ass running around yelling at the trains. I think that you can definitely read the read the show as like a weird like fascist regime or something. Like, the Fat Controller just makes them work. If they don't work, they're not really useful engines, and you could like draw weird parallels if you want. I'm not really gonna. Me and my girlfriend just joke about it when we watch it, but really it's not meant to be interpreted like that, I don't think. But it's something funny to think about. But yeah, the Fat Controller, he might be evil incarnate, but I do like him. I like that his UK name is just the Fat Controller. They kind of cooked on both the names. The Fat Controller and Sir Topham Hatt are both great names. I did watch the movie, the 2000 movie with Alec Baldwin. I'll say this, I really loved the model usage in it. Like, anytime the models were on screen, they looked amazing. You know, the cinematography for the movie looked great. I do feel like they used the same people as the show, so it feels consistent with the show, but also bit of a higher budget. There's definitely some scenes with like Diesel 10 and James in that like red boiler room or whatever that looks so cool. I'll also say the compositing on the human characters being in the trains and stuff was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Also, all the acting from the humans, the whole story itself, terrible. Don't like the magic aspect. I don't like magic. Thomas is attached to this thing called Shining Time Station, which was like an American show where they put the Thomas clips into. I'm guessing maybe they just couldn't put together episode compilation. I don't know why it got made, but the Shining Time Station stuff was in the movie, and I didn't understand it. I didn't get the references, and I just have no interest in watching that show or learning anything about it. So from the get-go, the human stuff was bad. I also thought the acting was bad. Yeah, didn't like any of that, but I did like the trains. I liked all the trains. All that stuff was good to me. But yeah, that's the main brunt of my Thomas stuff. I did buy a couple toys because, I mean, just look, I am like this. This is how I operate in the world. So I got this one. Now I'm learning about the toys. There's a lot of Thomas toys to learn about, is what I'm finding. By the way, the series is 80 years old. The show is 40 years old, but the series, the books, came out 80 years ago, which is insane. This is a motorized Thomas that I got from Walmart. I don't know why he has like all the schmutz on the side. I don't know if this is like what the CGI model looks like or whatever, but this was the only Thomas I could find. All the other characters I didn't recognize, so I got this. And yeah, he's got a little motor inside. You turn that on, he starts going, which is cute. I don't have a track or anything. I've just let him run across my table and stuff. But yeah, this is a motorized Thomas, and he came with 2 of the troublesome trucks, which I like. I'll say the troublesome trucks look a lot more gross in the old model era. But these are kind of cute. I like them. They have a little, you can take the boxes out. So yeah, I'll tell you what, I did not start this year thinking I was gonna buy a Thomas the Tank Engine toy and be pretty pleased with it. I think this is nice. It's hefty, with the batteries in anyway. I mean, as far as I can tell, the detail is good. It looks like Thomas to me, man. A lot of people in the fandom are so good at spotting all these little differences that I never would. Like, this guy has a bunch of rivets in, which maybe the old one does too, but at some point they added rivets to the character designs, which people don't like. I don't know. It's all like very trivial fan stuff I'm learning about. Not to discount the fandom's qualms, but you know, I deal with this in Transformers too. Like any little detail that is incorrect, people are gonna be upset about it. So I get it. You know, it's just for something I'm not super familiar with, so like I can't even find the energy to care. And the other one I got was this one, Gay Thomas from Ollie's. I got it from Ollie's for $3.99. That's apparently a discount. It was originally $10 for this? That's crazy. If that's true, that's crazy. But I'm gonna open it. They had other ones, but I only recognize Thomas. This is the All Engines Go design. He's not rainbow in the show to my knowledge. I don't know why he's gay. Here he is. He's got the cartoonier face, which I like his cartoony face. I like the little teeth that they gave him. I think that's, you know, kind of cute. He's got his whistles. I am learning about, like, train anatomy. Like, I think this is a tank engine because he has the tank in the back, while Gordon and James and them are tender engines because they have a tender, which is, like, another truck that holds coal for them. That is my understanding. That's my guess as to why they're called what they're called. I'm not looking it up. Not gonna lie, I'm not looking that up. But here is Thomas, Gay Thomas. Happy for him. Happy for him. Nice little detail. I don't know. It looks fine. For $10, I'd be. I don't know. I don't know what I've gotten myself into if they're selling these for $10. These are made by Mattel, who make Hot Wheels, and they sell Hot Wheels for $1.98 or something. So if they are doing the die-cast Thomas stuff for $10 each, that's crazy. And I might buy some, but we'll see. Rolls really well. Wow. I do wish I had a track. I think that might be... I don't know what I'm going to get in the future, but I think I probably will get a track at some point. Not a big one, just something to make them go, to watch them do it. And we'll see where I go from there, if it's like activates my dopamine receptors or something. I know there is like a big selection of Japanese Thomas toys, and in case you don't know, I have an ongoing sponsorship with JP Fans. This video is not sponsored, but JP Fans is a proxy website where you can order stuff from Japan on like Mercari and they'll send it to you. Now, I might do some sponsored videos talking about some Thomas stuff. I know of Tomika and Tomy, maybe? Like Takara Tomy. And I know there's Playrail, which is like, I don't think they're model kits. I think they're just regular trains that come as trains. I will probably get some of that stuff for a video. Let me know what I should get in your opinion, what the best figures to get would be. I mostly care about accuracy, I guess. I don't know. I think I'd rather care about like character selection. Like as many characters as I could get. is what I would want. I wouldn't want like a limited line, I guess. But now that we've kind of talked about all that stuff, I don't know if I have anything else to say right now. I don't know what type of content I will make, if I make any at all. There are YouTubers I've been watching, like the Unlucky Tug, who that guy makes really, really good videos. I liken him to like Chris McFeely in the Transformers fandom, but he makes really good videos. He has really amazing thumbnails as well. Like some of the best thumbnails I've ever seen on YouTube are on his channel. I would never expect a Thomas the Tank Engine like YouTube channel to have such amazing thumbnails that like blow me away. And then I think they're called Thomas Talk. They do Thomas the Tank Engine toy hunts. Yeah, Thomas Talk. And I've just been learning through their channel, like through their toy hunts. So those are some of the ones I've watched. I think I've watched one called Train Boy as well. So, you know, I'm doing the thing I always do, where when I get into something, I'm finding the people that love to talk about it the most. That's my favorite thing to do. I think that's the best way to learn how to get into a fandom, is just listening to people talk about it. Last thing I wanted to do for the video, I wanted to do a tier list of me just giving my hottest takes on each of these characters that I've seen. These are the only characters I know of, so maybe this will tell you what episodes I've seen or what, but I think I'm like in the middle of season 2 or something. But I'm gonna give my takes on these characters based on just what little I know about them, vibes generally. Before we get into it, I'm gonna talk about the tiers real quick. If I love them, they're goated. If I like them, I like them. Simple as. It's not super love, it's not super hate or disdain or anything. I like them. I like when they're on screen. I enjoy their presence. Meh is I don't really know how to feel about them yet. Maybe I haven't seen them enough. I don't like them is I do not like them. I don't like when they're on screen. I generally think they're annoying. And then destroy them is get rid of them. I don't even want to see them, man. So of course we gotta start with the Thomas, and I'm gonna just firmly place him in I like him. Not my favorite character, but also, you know, a solid character. He's the main character, right? He ought to be. So yeah, I'm pretty chill with Thomas. Now I'll tell you what, before I started actually watching the show, all 3 of these guys would have been Thomas to me. When I started watching, I was like, is that Thomas or is that Thomas? I couldn't tell the difference at first because they're all blue engines to me. We got Edward. Edward, I also like Edward. I'm very chill on Edward. I like Edward a lot, actually. He's older train, I guess, or he's meant to be older. I thought at first Gordon was meant to be an old train, but he's just a very arrogant train, I guess. But I think Edward is kind of meant to be an older train, you know. I was watching an episode where he was like kind of struggling or something. Speaking of Gordon, I'm gonna put Gordon in goated. I love how much of a petty train he is. The best thing about the show, man, I can't believe I didn't talk about this already. The best thing about the show to me is how petty and rude the trains are to each other. Like, I don't know, there's just something deeply human to me. Like, all the bickering and stuff. Like, they don't have to be nice to each other 24/7. That's why I like all the, like, interpersonal conflict between them. And they usually resolve it, but it's so funny in the stages when they're not. Because they're just being so rude. They're playing mean-ass tricks on each other all the time. If something happened, like, 10 episodes ago, like, one of them crashed into the tar train or whatever, another train is gonna be bringing that up later when they're being petty. Like, none of the trains forget the other train's mistakes. But I love Gordon. Dude is so arrogant. He's so proud. It's really funny to watch. I love how much of a snob he is. Next up we have Henry. I'm very mad on Henry. Henry did have the episode where he got trapped behind the wall, like Count of Monte Cristo style, which was pretty funny. We have James. I don't like James. I don't care for James. He's like such a prick, man. He's such a snobby prick, and I don't like the way he acts, personally. So not a James fan. Annie and Clarabelle are Thomas's coaches that he pulls around. They are like his sacred luggage or whatever. That's his train, is that he pulls these two mainly. And I'm mad. Like, they're fine. I don't hate them. I don't really like them. They're just there. They sometimes say things. We have Percy, and Percy is easily going into goated status for me. Percy to me is like Thomas but better. essentially. I think he's cuter. I like the roundedness of his like tank engine or whatever. I like the faces he makes. I think they're really like adorable, and he gets himself into trouble all the time. So yeah, I like Percy a lot. I'm a Percy fan, I think. We have Terrence Attractor, which I'm meh on. His episode was fine. Seems chill to me, but not like a standout character by any means. Just kind of a character that exists. Maybe he'll have better episodes down the line, but... Oh, we got my boy Duck. I think I'm gonna have to give Duck goated. I haven't seen enough of him, but I did see the episode where Diesel lies and like tricks everyone into hating him. And I was like, damn, why'd they do Duck like that? I don't know if he's meant to be like a simpleton or what, but I like his simple nature, I guess. I'm vibing with Duck's vibe. I'm vibing with Duck. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I dig Duck, okay? I'm a Duck head. Oh, we also have Toby. I fear Toby is also goated. I really like Toby. I like the squared off ones, I think, for some reason. I like Toby. He is a tram engine, which means he has like a cow catcher and things on his side, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know anything. So I just like Toby's vibes. Like, he does not take shit from anyone. He also is in a committed relationship with a train car called Henrietta, which does not have a face. Unlike Annie and Clarabelle, Henrietta just doesn't have a face, which I think is funny, but Henrietta's gonna end up in meh because Henrietta doesn't say or do anything. So we got Bertie. Bertie is like homies with Thomas. He loves to race him. I like that. I think that's a funny dynamic. Bertie's had a couple good episodes. I'm gonna put Bertie and I like them so far. This is a random one. This is just the dragon, the dragon train or something. Basically, Sir Topham Hatt is like, hey Thomas, you have to go pick up a special train for me, a special item or whatever. And they go and they pick it up, and it's like a dark, spooky night for some reason. And slowly you just see this dragon thing. And never in a million years was I gonna guess that that's what was about to appear, was a dragon truck, I guess I would call it, but I don't know. It just made me laugh, so I'm gonna put in I like it for making me laugh. Harold, I don't like Harold. I don't care for his vibe, to be honest. Kind of a nothing burger character to me at this point. Next up, Donald and Douglas, who are twin trains with like Scottish accents. I think they're fine. I like their Scottish accents. I just haven't seen enough of them to really care about them, but I will give them credit. One of them, I don't know if it was Donald or Douglas, absolutely wrecked this truck here. It's called like the Spiteful Truck or something. It was just some truck that was talking mad shit on one of the brothers. So at some point in the episode, the other brother like just demolishes it. It's insane. I don't know. like I was not expecting to see the death of a damn truck, but yeah, I'm gonna put in destroy him because he got destroyed anyway. Lastly, here we have Bill and Bob or something like that. I can't even remember their names. I've only seen one episode with them, and they seem fine. It's kind of weird to have like two sets of train engines appearing pretty close to each other in my mind anyway, based on how I've been watching it. So I don't know, it kind of just feels like they're doing Donald and Douglas again. And I'm gonna do the last one, just a last proper train. This is Lady from the movie. She is voiced by Britt Allcroft, who is the person that created the show for Thomas, which is pretty cool. Train in the movie that like causes the magic or something. I don't know. It's either meh or I don't like them. I think meh because I really do like how she looks. Like, her design is very cool. I like the pinkish, reddish pinkish look of her. I don't know what that shade of color is called, but I really like it with the gold and stuff. I think she looks really cool. She also didn't really say anything, and she was the like MacGuffin of a movie that I didn't like really, but still a good design. The rest we have are Diesels. So let's start with Diesel, Devious Diesel, who is a train that is, I don't know, he's just an asshole, man. He's just a real asshole. He just causes trouble. Diesel trains, okay, here's how I understand. Steam trains run on coal and diesel trains run on like diesel fuel, I'm assuming. And they seem to be trains that are meant to replace steam engines, like in real life. But in the context of the show, they just have like a rivalry, basically. But Diesel is an asshole. I like Diesel. I like when he shows up. I like the conflict he brings. But I very much enjoy this very asshole-ish character. Can you tell I like when characters are asshole? I guess not with James. James is, he goes too far. James goes too far, man. Daisy, I don't like her. I don't like when she shows up. Next we have Boko. Boko, I've only seen in one episode. It's the same episode as the twins get introduced, and I thought Boko was Daisy the entire episode until he said, "My name is Boko." I'm gonna put in meh because he didn't do anything to piss me off or like make me not like him. He might be one of the only nice diesel trains so far that I know of. Mavis, I'm gonna give I like. I've only saw one episode with Mavis so far. Her and Toby were beefing because she just likes to move the train cars around and reorganize them for no reason, which was pissing Toby off. And to be honest, that does sound annoying, but you know, I think it's funny. And I really liked her design. She's got like this caution color around her head, and she's like long, you know, sort of black train, classic looking train to me. This is when I think trains, I kind of think about what she looks like. So yeah, I kind of like her look, and I like the one episode she was in, so I'll like them for now. Splatter and Dodge, who are Diesel 10's 2 Hinch diesels. I'll say I like them because I thought they were funny. I like the little things they said. Didn't really add anything to the plot, but you know, I enjoyed their inclusion. And then finally, Diesel 10, the main villain of the Magic Railway. And he was cool. I like him. He is unapologetically evil. He wants to destroy the lady. Just, that's all he cares to do. Don't know why, but that's what he wants to do. He's a diesel engine that has a giant claw on his head that he calls Pinchy and talks to like Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2. I'm gonna give him goated. I really I liked his like New Jersey accent. Yeah, I really enjoyed Diesel 10. So this is my entire Thomas ranking, I suppose you would call it. This is all the Thomas characters, what I think of them at the current moment. This can change. A single episode could change all of these ratings, but for now, this is kind of where I am with it. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody, but you know, there you go. So yeah, that's gonna be my video on Thomas the Tank Engine. I am watching it. I'm going to continue to watch it probably. I'm going to continue to learn and watch other YouTubers' videos to learn about it. I'm going to continue to pick up stuff from it, most likely. You guys can at least expect one JP Fan sponsored video talking about this stuff. Again, I'd love recommendations on what you think I should pick up. But yeah, I don't know. I've just become enamored with it. I never expected to even like or care about this series, but yeah, I don't know. It's grabbed me. I got grabbed, man. I got grabbed by the Thomas bug. And I am a proudly 30-year-old man. I'm actually 29. I lied in the title. That's my April Fool's. I'm 29. I turned 30 in October. My bad. April Fool's. Got your ass. But yeah, that's my Thomas video. I don't know if it was good, but that's what I'm gonna say about Thomas for now. Yeah, just, you know, drop your hyperfixation rants, monologues, thoughts in the comments. I love to read people just gushing about their favorite, you know, thing ever. So I would love to hear y'all talk about it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I got a Patreon and YouTube membership if you'd like to support me further. That has a special Discord attached to it that you can join if you join the Patreon or membership. We talk toys all the time. We watch Tokusatsu Weekly in the Discord. And I also have a podcast that I do sometimes that members can listen to. And I think I'm going to find someone Thomas related to talk to on the podcast. I have someone in mind. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye. April Fools. Bye.